Hi people, hi YouTube. Today I'd like to talk about contradictions and how they define my life. There are two contradictions in which I like to govern my existence. First contradiction is the most important thing in the whole wide world. The very most important thing on a surface societal level is how people define you. Allow me to elucidate what you do. You go to let's say you go to the museum. You see a crowd of people hanging around a Van Gogh. Do you think people are sitting there going, I wonder what was going through his head when he did Starry Night or his self-portrait? Well, his self-portrait we know, but Starry Night is still life and shit like that. We don't really care what was going on in his mind. There's a select group of folk that super analyze shit and may be up to them, but the rank and file, they don't care. They come up with their own conclusions, and then they define that piece of art based on the consensus. So go through life imagining yourself as an individual piece of art, work of art. No matter what you do, no matter how you doll yourself up or doll yourself down, or how you walk or any of that, none of that matters, because you don't get to define. You get to present yourself, but you don't get to define yourself, see. Everybody else decides for you what you are. Now, part two of this contradiction is it doesn't matter what other people think about you. The most important thing in the whole wide world is how that people are the ones that are going to define you. That's how we are defined. And the most important thing in the whole wide world is it does not matter what people think of you. That way, if you're able to be fully aware of yourself, a lot of people aren't, but if you're fully aware of yourself and you put these two together, well, then you're one step closer to being free. You are the one who is able to actually define yourself, because if you do not care what other people think, you are going to act more like yourself than you normally would. You're going to hide less of yourself. See? See? Another contradiction that I like to live by is, well, this is a little bit harder to get other people to swallow. Believe it. The first part is, I know I'm not an individual, precious little snowflake. And that's one thing that most people can get a good grasp of. I'm not an individual snowflake. My personal worth is zero in the grand scheme of the universe. It is. Not just mine, yours. Donald Trump's worth in the grand scheme of the universe is zero in the grand scheme. So, bearing that in mind, the other part of this conundrum / contradiction is, knowing this, I still have a very high self-worth. Self-worth. I have no value to any other human being whatsoever. Now, I do have, like I said, self-worth. I value myself. Okay, now I say that for a reason. It may sound like it's obvious, but it's not. It's a reason. But there's a third part. And even though I know I have no value with the grand scheme of the universe, I know I still have a high self-worth, self-value, yet I don't put my pursuit of happiness as a forefront of my reason for living. Pursuit of knowledge is what I put first in my life. The pursuit of knowledge, of course, does make me happy, but the acclamation and gaining this knowledge tends to frowning an awful lot, because the more you know, the more angry you seem to be at your fellow man. So when you study human nature, as I have for the past umpteen years, you're pretty much, well, I try not to set myself up for disappointment too much, but it ends up happening. oh, that's a really good, awesome person over there. He must be cool. Let's see if he'll be my... Oh, wait. He's a bad person. He's children out of wedlock. He's got tattoos on his neck. He's a pill popper. He's a rapist. He's a... See now? It's rough out there, people. So, 3 contradictions in which to live by. I guess I could sum up, but I won't. You guys all heard it already before, and you guys don't listen to the end of my videos anyway, so... Anywho, bye people, I love you. I really